What's up? What's up? Welcome to 3Kings podcast. And it's going to be a discussion video with, your boy Taylor, your man Ben right there. Right there, your man Ben. And this is going to be a discussion video about 3Kings podcast discussion video, females in hip hop. Yes, it's that video. Yes, it's that one. We already know.
Enjoy it.
You already know. Anything you do in the hip hop thing and the name females come first, it's gonna be like, oh man, here we go. Yeah, but I mean, it's got to be addressed. So, without further ado, the first thing I want to touch on is like the state of females in hip hop. When it comes to the music first, we'll get into the other stuff, after that. But it comes to music wise, the state of not female. I don't like calling it female hip hop. That's whack. Females in hip hop. Female artists in hip hop. Man.
Well, I mean, there's a good amount of them out right now. There's some really good ones. I mean, you got Nitty Scott, you got Kayla, you got Rhapsody. You have some good female rappers.
Yeah. Jean Grey, of course.
Jean Greasy, Jean Grey, the Phoenix. You have good female artists. And the problem with that is
Azalea Banks. Yeah, go ahead.
Azalea Banks,
Angel Hayes,
whoever she's this beefing. Yeah, Angel Hayes. The problem with that is two females seem to have caught the public's attention for all the wrong reasons. One of them doesn't seem to have caught the attention. Nicki Minaj is a full-fledged fucking superstar,
pop star,
and can't rap her way out of her. Well, I won't say she can't rap her way out of her bag, because the problem with me for Nicki Minaj is Nicki Minaj can rap. She actually used to rap. The problem is, once she got popular, I think the best verse she's done in years was her Monster verse.
Here's the thing.
That was the last good verse out of her.
I'm not gonna say she's not devoid of rapping ability, which I still wouldn't. I mean, to me, she's an average rapper. Nothing wrong with that. She's an average rapper at best.
She can rap. She just not.
She doesn't use the delve in she doesn't use that ability too much at all beyond being corny.
And then,
No, go ahead.
And then, outside of Nicki Minaj, the new public praise is Azalea Banks. Or not Azalea Banks, Iggy Azalea. What can I say about Iggy Azalea? She's an attractive white woman.
Pretty much.
That's about it. Can't rap.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. She's like the gunplay of female rap. Like her delivery is cool because she has that sort of like she can rap with that sort of like that southern like her delivery is cool, but her lyrics are like her songs are garbage. Like it's just like
she has a song called Pussy where she just says pussy over and over.
It's just like her music isn't good. Like it's like And again, we're not bagging on her because she's white or because she's female. We're bagging on her because the music is garbage. Like, really, really garbage. Don't even act like you hear that. It's just a ring. But
we don't edit shit.
Nothing in the world. But yeah, man, you got Nicki Minaj, which I just don't like how she's just the one female. Like, again, you would think that females would actively seek out other female artists if they like hip hop, but they don't. It's amazing. It's amazing to me, bro.
Here's the thing. Females want to be. I'm not saying all females because I know a bunch of females that hate Nicki Minaj. I know a lot. I actually know more females that hate Nicki Minaj than females that like Nicki Minaj. Actually,
yeah.
The problem is the ones that buy records are in love with Nicki Minaj, and it's because she was easily accessible.
True.
That is it.
True.
A lot of chicks aren't going out here. A lot of females, and we'll get into this. A lot of females aren't going on the internet like we are, cruising for hip hop. I mean, there are a lot of them that do, but the ones that buy Nicki Minaj music are not. They're the ones who they heard Star Scream or whatever the name of that song.
She said Star Scream.
Whatever the fuck the name of that damn terrible song that. Oh, FYI, I watched that video on mute because I don't care. I fuck this shit out of Nicki Minaj.
Wait a minute.
Anyway,
Hold on. You mean you don't care that starships were made to fly? You don't care about that shit?
Dude, I don't even know the words to that song. I watched the whole video on mute. Watch the video on mute. I'm not even joking. Same thing with Massive Attack, which sounded like they gave a deaf person a soundboard and just press all the buttons you can. That was a terrible beat. Anyway, moving on. My whole thing with Nicki Minaj is like females want to be that Barbie. I'm a Barbie. Bitch, no, you're not. Stop.
I feel you.
Like it's unfortunate that there are really good female rappers like a Rhapsody, like a Nitty Scott, like an Azealia Banks, like an Angel Hayes. These chicks that can rap don't get any play because you got Nicki Minaj out here sucking up all the attention, and it's almost like in hip hop there can only be one really popular female rapper at a time, and it's
that's disgusting because look at how many male rappers have popularity right now. Why can't females see past Nicki Minaj and all the other artists? Which there are a couple of reasons for that. Because I don't know, for some reason, like, and it like we had Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown, but the thing about it is Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown acquired the same space, but were still successful inside the same space. It can be done. It can be done.
Then for a while it was Eve.
And then Eve, exactly.
Parlayed that into some other stuff. A terrible show and some movie roles. But anyway.
But still, Eve had a great run. When she was at her time, she had a great run.
And people forget the Brat, Missy Elliott. And there was a time where there was a bunch of female
rappers, exactly.
At once.
At one time, Missy.
But now it seems that you can't do that. Now it seems it can only be Nicki Minaj. Doesn't matter. It can only be her all the time. All you're going to hear. You're not going to hear these other chicks. They're not going to get the same push. Even though their music is better, they're not going to get the same push because it seems like there can only be one female occupying that space in hip hop.
It's because, but see, and then here's where Nicki, I'm not going to say does it better. Like she has the advantage. Like her gimmick allows her to touch more people.
That's true also, but her gimmick is annoying.
True, it could be annoying to you and me, but for some reason, a lot of females dig it. And, she gets scapegoated a lot, oh, I love Nicki, I love her. It's cool, whatever, but it's like, there's another side. Don't you want to see more than just Nicki's side of the female perspective when it comes to hip-hop, though? Because there's...
No.
I'm just saying, bro, like, just like there's more than one side of male, super, hyper masculine, like there's different sides of hip hop. So when you want to, but I mean that kind of goes to your, the more casual fan and the more, I don't want to say hip hop head because I hate that word now. That word disgusts me. But like more like hardcore hip hop fan, like more hardcore hip hop fan. So
yeah, true. I mean,
female wise,
there's a group. Female wise, it's just unfortunate. But to move on a little bit into the role women are playing in hip hop, as usual, people are going to point out. People act like hip hop is the only musical genre that objectifies women, which to me is somewhat hilarious. Almost all musical genres objectify women. Women are objectified by men. Period. It's not just rap. Period.
In everyday life.
Rock and country might not be calling them bitches. It's still being objectified as sex objects. It happens. Does it make it right? No. But
see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Take a regular guy. He's walking down the street and he sees a sexy ass female. He's objectifying you in his mind as you walk. You know what I mean? Let's be totally honest, man. He's objectifying you as you're walking by. Just because he's not verbalizing it doesn't mean he's not doing the same thing he would be.
See, I disagree with that a little bit. Because not all dudes are like that. Like, not all dudes, like...
Well, no. I mean, listen. That's an extreme. I mean, that's an extreme case I'm giving. Like, I don't want to seem like, like I'm not for like fully objectifying women for no like for just being, crude and like, like to me, I think there's a line when it comes to that. Like there was a point, especially in videos, where it did kind of cross the line back there a couple of years ago. Like, the whole BT Uncut days, videos kind of got like out of hand. And some videos do get out of hand, but still, like it was worse a couple of years ago. Like it was bad. Like it was, But
I mean, all I'm saying is like, besides not to give hip hop an excuse, but
no,
like,
of course not.
There's a lot of rappers that don't objectify women,
True,
and women also objectify men. It's just I'm not for wholesale disrespect to women. Like I'm not. Like
exactly.
Like rappers like I'm trying to think of a rapper that's just terrible about women. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like it happens. Like you can't base all of hip hop on these couple rappers that are out here saying every bitch can suck my dick and all this other stuff.
But they do, because the thing about it is they're always going to point to, well, hip hop does this. Here's the thing. Don't use the entire genre to make your point. Use the individuals and stuff don't use the entire genre to make your point. Because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of artists who don't make that music. And just because they're not on TV every day doesn't mean that they're not a part of hip hop culture.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just because Lil Wayne go tell a chick to suck a dick for some truck fit doesn't mean somebody else would.
Yeah.
And then here's the other side of the spectrum. Here's the thing. It's so bad. It's so horrible. The videos are so bad. Here's my thing. If I'm a woman and this offends me, why the hell am I listening to it? Why the hell am I watching the video? No.
That's true.
Why am I in the videos?
That's true.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. The fans control this stuff. If the fans made it clear that this is not what they wanted to hear, it wouldn't be popular. If women came out and said, we don't want this, we're not going to buy it. Females buy more albums than guys. It's going to hurt album sales.
Yep.
Rappers would change the way
you hear songs
where they make. Go ahead.
I mean, if females really had an issue with this, and I'm not saying it's right, but if you have a huge issue with being objectified, don't buy that music. Because you guys make up record sales.
Exactly.
It's simple. First of all, you outnumber men. Second of all, record companies base what they want their artists to release on based on songs that chicks will like. It's simple. Fucking Problems was for women. Yeah. That's what that song was for. It was for women.
That song was not for dudes.
And when you were in the club dancing to I'm a Dog by Gucci Mane, do you know what he's saying in the hook?
Exactly.
I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. I'm a fucker like a dog, treat her like a dog, beat it like a dog, and then pass her to my dogs. But all the time I see chicks in the club, I'm a dog, Really?
Exactly.
Really? You down with that? You down with Gucci Mane fucking you and then passing you to his homies?
Exactly.
You down with that? Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you really have a big issue with this, and you're just not paying lip service because you should have an issue with it, because you should.
Yeah.
Don't buy that music. Don't sing along when you hear I'm a Dog in the club. I mean, I have no problem, because fucking Problems ain't that bad. But what I'm saying is, like, just a lot of what Busted Baby was for women. That was the first song that came to my mind. But anyway, Busted Baby for women.
Let me get into something different now, because I mean, I think you kind of have to make different lanes. Like, you look at the majority of hip hop and who it's made by. It's made by black males in their teens, early 20s. At most times.
Or 2 Chainz.
Shut up. But look who's making the music. Look where I'm from. You're coming from, hyper, masculine young men. They're going to talk about sex. They're going to talk about sex in a rude, crass way. You know what I mean? Love it or hate it. It's going to happen. Now, like I said, okay, Ben, you're not a woman, clearly. but clearly you're not. But like, okay, when it comes to in the music, not like just in the music lyric wise, like what is an example of objectifying a woman in a song?
I'm gonna fuck her and pass it to my dogs. Or if she fucked me, she gotta fuck the homie.
Okay, I can take that. I can take that. You know what I mean?
Like I've never been down for that way of thinking. Like
True.
I know of some people that think that way, and that's not to say that I'm the stalwart of treating women like the greatest thing ever. I'm just not saying I'm not passing women around.
But you know what kills me about when they try to make it about hip hop?
Yeah.
It's that, or about music, it's that people, like I said, in our society, we give words more weight than anything. And they're just words. But it's like, people can take it when it's a TV show or a movie about some famous director. It's art. It's art. You know what I mean? When Quentin Tarantino.
Art can be offensive.
I'm saying, when Quentin Tarantino is blowing up, body parts in movies, it's art. It's rude, crash art, but it's still art. But when a hip hop artist does it, and it just have to be more blatant, then it's, oh my God, they're the scum of the earth. But it's like, it's
the same thing. Every kind of women are objectified all the time, and once again, this is not an excuse for hip hop.
It's not.
But when hip hop is the only thing attacked in this, that's when it becomes a problem. It's the same thing with the violence argument. Oh, video games are so violent. Really, I just saw Django Unchained. Do you know how many people died in Django Unchained?
Exactly.
Like Jamie Foxx is out here killing white folks. Like you see the Expendables, people dying all over the place. Like it's like we find this one big red button thing and then ignore all the other things that do the exact same thing. So if you really have an issue with being objectified in hip hop, if you really have an issue with rappers saying things like I'm a fucker and pass it to my dog, if she fuck me, she gotta fuck the homie, things like that. If you really have a problem with that, make it known.
It's not anything like, go back in the day and look at the videos with LL Cool J. Like, he had chicks shaking her butt and all that and talk about sex in the videos back then. I mean,
I don't think it's so much the talking about of sex that's the problem. I think it's when you say, when you have dudes out here saying like one of my favorite rappers, Danny Brown.
Yeah.
He has a song called Bruiser Brigade.
Yeah.
And in the hook, or not in the hook, like there was a random section of the song where somebody's yelling out, "Bitch, if you ain't sucking my dick and my homie's dick and taking a nut to the face, what the fuck are you doing?" That's disrespectful women. It is. I enjoy the song, but it's disrespectful women.
Here's my thing, and I feel you. That could objectify women. But here's my thing. Isn't that placed on the song for comedy?
Yes. A lot of things are said in jest, but something my ex-girlfriend said. She said a lot of things are said in jest to hide the seriousness behind the statement. Making a joke doesn't necessarily mean that the joke still doesn't have extremely negative connotations.
Oh, of course.
And I understand that was said completely in jest in Bruiser Brigade.
Exactly.
Like in Bruiser Brigade, it was obvious they were saying that to be funny.
Exactly.
And to me, it was amusing.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who would look at that and be like, "Yo, that's not cool." And I could completely understand why they would still say that.
But here's my thing. If Kevin Hart said the same thing, everybody laughs. But because he's not a rapper, they don't take it seriously.
Yeah, but that's the same thing I'm saying. Like, a lot of things are said in jest to hide the seriousness behind it.
No, but see, Ben, you and I both know if Kevin Hart says that in a comedy stand-up, everybody watching is gonna think he's joking. Nobody's gonna think anything's true behind that. Let's be totally honest.
No, and I agree with you completely. I agree that that's a double standard that is weird. The whole thing is this: rappers are viewed as to upstanding society as social pariahs. They are different. They are all thugs and ignorant, and no matter what, like when they do something, it's the worst thing in the world. this is not the 1999 anymore. We are not dealing with NWA. We ain't got people releasing songs like, well, Cop Killer, even though I'm pretty sure Chief Keef would probably release a song like that because Chief Keef might be the most ignorant human being alive. But, you know, you have to look at it objectively. You cannot just single out hip-hop and say it's just a hip-hop problem. It is a societal problem that women get objectified and put down. It's society. It's not just hip-hop. So people need to stop blaming just rap music and really look at themselves and look at what females need to look at themselves and look at what they're allowing to be said to them, they're listening to. In the Bitch Bad song that Lupe Fiasco did, he made a very good point. When the girl at the beginning with the son is in the song singing along to a song that said, I'm a bad bitch, etc., something above average. Right there, that's the problem. When you sing along with these songs, you are giving the right rapper the right to call you that now. Because you are not saying anything is wrong with it. If you are going to accept being called a bitch, if you are going to accept someone saying to you and or doing to you, fucking you and then passing you to my homie, if you're going to accept being ended up on World Star Hip Hop with 3 dudes fucking you, like if you're going to accept that as a female, you cannot be mad when a dude says that in a rap lyric. You can't be mad because, and I'm not saying this for all females at all, but if you're going to accept that as a status quo for you can't and then turn around and get mad when they say something about it,
and again,
you're giving to the problem. You're adding to the issue.
We're not saying it's wrong or right, because the thing about me is when I'm listening to a song, I take it the same way as I'm watching a movie. It's fiction. I'm just enjoying. I'm enjoying the experience. You know what I mean?
Same with me. I don't take anything I hear in rap serious. Anything at all. I don't care who it's from. I don't care who made the music. I don't take you serious. Like, I know Pusha T ain't out here still selling crack. I know that. He might not have even seen crack. I know that. It's entertainment.
But like I'm saying, there is such thing as crude entertainment. But the thing about it is, you as a person, you choose what you're offended by, because here's the thing. That's just like listening to a song. I mean, okay, example. Let's say a female is listening to a song, right? And the rapper's rapping, and he's rapping like, let's say a story, and he's like, this bitch did that. Now, here's the question to you as a woman. Did him saying that offend you? I mean, if you say it offends you, I can't say anything because, okay, it offended you, like it offends you. But if you can't say with offending that it offends you, like, so what are we like? What I want a female to tell me what's the line, because you know, women are always going to be talked about, and you know, either anybody likes it or doesn't like it, going to be objectified at some point. You know, but what's the line in the sand of it? Okay, that's not acceptable. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't tell you that because I'm not a woman. I can't tell you. Neither one of us can tell you that because we're not women.
Exactly.
But if you really have an issue with it, you have to let the rap community know. That has always been the problem in hip hop.
Exactly.
Females have always been the ones that buy records. But if you really legit have an issue with what's being said about you, or any of this, you cannot add to it. That'd be like me as a black man being mad if I go and shoot somewhere up and then the next thing I hear on the news is all black men are criminals. I'm adding to the stereotype.
Exactly.
You're adding to it. Like that, for instance, that'd be like me as a black man not doing nothing for my kids. Well, I don't have no kids, but say I have some kids, I ain't doing nothing for my kids. I don't have a job, and I don't have any kind of education outside of high school. You're adding to it. So, and you as a chick, when you're sitting here singing along to "I'm a Dog," you're letting dudes dog you out, and like 2 and 3 dudes dog fuck you and record you and put you on World Star, and then you have the nerve to come back at me like, well, that's disrespectful. You let it happen to you. And before anyone jumps at me, like, I ain't talking about rape or nothing. That is a whole different issue.
Yeah.
But when you allow something like that to happen to you, when you allow yourself to be objectified and made into a sex object, that is on you. No one can make you a sex object unless you allow them to do so. So don't come in back at hip hop and be like, well, you did it. No. You did it. You allowed it to happen. If you really have a problem with it, don't buy the records. You guys, women, are the ones who buy CDs more than men. Women, because there's more of you. There's more of you. So if there's really a real problem, if you really want to have a voice, you have to let all of you be.
So question is, I mean, is it more of a thing that like, is it that, you know, people should like, if it's something you don't like, and it's objectifying women, don't listen to it, or should it be taken out of the music?
I would say more don't listen to it. Like,
because
what would hurt them more? What would hurt hip hop more if you don't buy it? Like, I mean, it's not that record sales are a big deal, as much a big deal now, but it would be more hurtful if you don't buy it. Like, they're never going to, like, no matter what, there's always going to be a rapper out here saying, you know, crazy stuff about women. And that's going to happen. I don't think it should be taken completely out of the music because, you know, some people, I mean, I say that like this. Like, I'm not listening to rap to listen to it be objectified. Like, that's not the reason I listen to rap. And I know some people think that dudes listen to rap just because it says bad stuff about women. Like, I don't hate women. I love my mama. I love women. I love women. Like, I ain't out here trying to disrespect or objectify women. I love women. Exactly. So, listen to hip-hop, I don't listen to it for that. But if it happens in the song, I'm not upset about it.
It's a part of it. Like, it's, because, I mean, look, the majority, like I said earlier, the majority who's made by, like, that's gonna be, like, the crude and crass language is always gonna be a part of it. Always. It's not going anywhere. It's like I said, it's about the, it's just about the, I'm trying to think of the word I want to use. It's about the line we're gonna like make in the sand, like what's truly offensive and what's like just you know bullshit on a song, like what's like where's the line? You know what I mean? Like where's the line of objectifying and just being entertainment?
Exactly,
because I agree. Some objectifying does go on. It's not like we don't notice it. It's not like some of it's like, you know, that's objectifying just the make shock value and whatnot. It's not, used for comedy. It's not used. It's just used to objectify just to, sell more records. You know what I mean? Like, so there's a line, but I don't mean, you gotta tell me where it is. Help me figure out where it is.
So, exactly. I mean, you got an issue with it, you gotta be able to speak up. You got women, like, if you have an issue with something, you have to speak up and you have to make your voice heard. And the best way to make your voice heard in hip hop, don't listen to it, don't buy it, don't support the artist. That is it. Like, I see so many females out here loving some Gucci Man. I see so many females out here loving these rappers that are doing nothing but talking bad about you. Like, nah, you like Lil Wayne, really? Lil Wayne says, suck a dick for some truck fit. Lil Wayne out here just talking ridiculous nonsense, but you in love with Lil Wayne. Like, you cannot have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. There's no way you can have it both ways. And if you don't like it, you have to make your voice heard by
if you don't like it, you have a choice. Like, don't support it. Like, speak out about it. Speak out.
Speak out about it. Don't support the artist. Make sure to not buy their music. All that. It's really a simple concept, people. It's a simple concept. And it shows if you really have an issue with it or you're just paying it lip service. And that's what it shows. Because a lot of women out here are just playing it lip service and really don't care.
And then it also goes to, you look at it, like, just look at the history of the genre. Like look at a lot of the, classic songs, whatever. Like, it may not be as impressive as it is now, but it's always been there. It's not just now that there's like some kind of like, wait a minute, you mean now in 2013, rappers are objectifying women at an alarming rate? Oh my God, like, it's been going on for a while now.
Yeah, more or less. So, I mean, that's about going to wrap this up, but it's just, if you don't like it, if you don't like certain things in hip hop, you cannot support it. It's that simple. But hopefully, and also women out there, make these other rappers known, make these other female rappers like Rhapsody, Jeans Ray, Diddy Sky, Angel Hayes,
female hip hop. You know what? I don't even want to say female hip. Just support female MCs. You're a woman. Like, there are people out here rapping in a woman's perspective, rapping for you. Like, go support these people. Jean Grey, rap. Like, I'm gonna link some projects of some female MCs in the description, bro. Go check them out. Azalea Banks, Jean Grey, Rhapsody, Angel Hayes. There's a lot of female MCs out here that are dope. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And again, you got singers and, you know, and MCs. So just go check them out. Just, you know, diversify. And I think that's a big thing. I think if we had more instances of female MCs and more, there'd be less of that, because you have females seeing that, you know, your voice of concerns are being rapped about too. And, you know, it's being rapped about in a woman's point of view. But like I said, you know, I don't want this video to run an hour long. But this is a good discussion point. And, you know, it's gonna. I hope it sparks some discussion. You know, I don't want to see. Like I'm saying, I don't want to see as being seen as being like a caveman. Some stuff I've said as being. I'm just trying to get both sides. I'm just trying to figure out where's the line. So. Yeah, but like I said,
and quite frankly, if there's a female that sees this video and wants to do a rebuttal video or wants to even get on with us and do a video, it is more than welcome. It is more than welcome.
Pretty much.
So yeah, man. Just enjoy it, man.
3Kings podcast, females, you know, in hip hop culture, and, you know, females in hip hop general discussion video. I'm Tay. That's been. Rivers couldn't be with us, but, you know, 3Kings podcast still. Hit us up. Leave comments. We want comments. Females, do whatever. Just leave us a comment. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on Twitter. Links to the page. And let your voice be heard.
Let it be heard.
Without further ado, peace out. 3Kings podcast. We'll be at you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.